Okay, so this is the introductory episode of Games and Thoughts, where it's a nice little project of ours. I'm Traxton.
And I'm Michael.
And basically, the direction of this is we're going to be playing various games and discussing different topics, hence the title of Games and Thoughts. Topics will range from philosophical stuff to...
just kind of whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's our show.
Right.
And we're going to be playing Just Cause 3.
Yeah. We thought it would be a good game for this type of project since it's not too dense in the story or anything like that.
Yeah. This is just a game about explosions. Yeah, the reason the pause menu is here is because we started, but it doesn't actually start the video recording. So.
Yeah.
We have to watch a new...
This is actually take 2.
Is it going to actually go all the way back here? I don't know. We're leaving this in.
Yeah,
I don't care. This is part of the video.
Right.
So...
part of this project is just putting it out there, how hard it is to...
This couch... Oh, dude, yeah. So this is the opening again.
Yeah.
The people watching will just be the first time. But, I'm actually not sure if there's a way to skip it.
Yeah, which is fine. As we were saying before, it's a pretty great opening for the setting the tone of the game.
Yeah. I said before, when we weren't recording, that the one thing that I don't really like about people that talk about this game is that they compare it to Grand Theft Auto a lot, like Grand Theft Auto 5 specifically. And they're totally different games.
Right.
This definitely has like a more, for lack of a better term, lighthearted tone.
Yeah,
I guess.
It's almost like a Tarantino type story. Like just how you're not supposed to take it that seriously. Although I'm a big fan of Tarantino.
There's less story than
Right.
Tarantino.
Yeah. I mean,
this is explosions and that's it.
Yeah.
I guess I can explain. Basically, this is a story. There's a dictator, and we gotta blow his stuff up. And that's the story. That is the story.
Yeah, it's basically get a certain amount of explosions and you win the game.
Basically, yeah.
Which is great. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah. There are, like, missions and cutscenes and stuff, but it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of realize that people don't play this game for the story type of thing.
Right.
This is more of a... And then explosions.
Yeah. And like we said, that'll be good for our project too, because we want to be able to focus on whatever topic we're talking about without having to, stare at a screen and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. And this is actually like the moment of truth because we haven't done anything else like earlier. Just kind of like we're just gonna wing this thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I guess, yeah, horse apples, ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
You can get into your topic now, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna...
This is like dumb cutscene stuff.
We're gonna start the old topic here.
It's actually real-time rendering. That looks nice.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. So, the first thing I have listed, if we're just gonna jump in deep into it, is the death penalty.
Oh.
And how we feel about that. So, I'll just give my general thoughts. I don't think retributive justice in general makes much sense. I think to the idea of like someone needs to be punished and it's a good thing that they're punished because they did something bad doesn't really make sense to me outside of the context of correction of behavior.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not gonna correct their behavior by killing them.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's a situation where, like, obviously the death penalty isn't gonna correct their behavior. It's just gonna kind of kill them.
Right. Just gonna get rid of them.
Yeah. But also, if you have someone like a serial killer that's killed, like, I don't know, like 20 people or something, like, I don't know, do you want to spend tax dollars, like, keeping him alive and stuff?
Right. Well, that's the argument, I guess. But I really don't think that's how most people view the situation. Like, when you ask most people why they're in favor of the death penalty, I think they'll say something like, let's use the serial killer example. You know, he killed 20 people, so it's only right that he be killed. It's not really a matter of repelling the behavior.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, I guess the point of it, if there is a point, is to, like, deter others from doing it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, to set, like, a societal standard, I guess, that there's a line that nobody can cross without dying.
Yeah.
But I think also, if you accept the fact that just by virtue of having the death penalty, we're going to kill the wrong person by just getting a case wrong, which I don't know the exact statistics, but
Jesus.
There has to be some number of people that have been wrongly killed for crimes they didn't commit.
I mean, that happens a lot. In my psychology class, actually, we talked about wrongful accusations or whatever.
Right.
And that was dealing more specifically with, like, rape cases and the like. But it's hard to talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I've already played and beaten this game, so it's not, like, that bad.
Yeah.
I wish the screen was a bit brighter. Anyways,
yeah, I mean, it just seems to me that, like, we have to accept, just by having a justice system, we're going to wrongly punish some people, because you can't get it right every time. But there does seem to be a big moral difference between wrongly putting someone in jail and wrongly executing them.
Yeah, because if you execute him, you can't get him back.
Right.
We accidentally killed him. Oops. Oh no. Like, what do you do in that? Do you, like, do the cops get anything, or?
Yeah,
like the detectives. I don't know.
The ones who persecuted them. I mean, well, that's the thing. There doesn't really seem to be a course of action. There's, like, a hand washing from everyone who was involved, as, like, we were just doing
like
our job.
Slap on the wrist. Well, that's another thing from my psychology class that's actually interesting.
We should just say now we're both college students.
Yeah. I'm 20. I think he's probably 20.
I'm 19, actually.
Oh, dude, the little baby.
I hear that.
It was some test. Do you know what it is? The one where they shock him?
Oh, yeah, where they're, like, told to shock them, you mean?
Yeah.
That
one. That one deals with, shoving off responsibility of something like that to your boss and saying, well, I was just doing my job. And actually, well, when this goes up, this will actually be forever ago. But the other day, I was watching, like, the hearing of Trump's, like, CIA director or something. It was like a girl. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did. The Sarah Sanders, the speaker lady.
I don't know if that's... She had like glasses and stuff.
Oh, we might be talking about someone different then.
Yeah. Anyways, they were asking her questions about like... Get out of here, you turd. They were asking her questions because the topic was like... torture methods after 9/11 or something.
Oh, yeah.
How do I get out of this thing? And she was basically just saying, we were doing our job, so...
Right. Which, of course, is the same thing Nazi officers said when they were tried in court.
Yeah.
Which, not to compare that, obviously, completely different
like
moral situations.
Waterboarding and whatever else.
Yeah.
And she was like, we got useful information that helped the U.S. take out the people. And it's like, okay, but you still tortured people?
Right.
But it is that same thing of just like pushing off responsibility onto someone else.
Right.
I remember specifically, I don't know who it was. I'm not like big into my politicians, but one of the people asked her if the enhanced interrogation method, if she believed that they were immoral, and she like paused for a second or two and she was like, I believe the CIA did the best to its ability to follow the laws that were put in place.
Right.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, well, there is that phenomena where it becomes more important to follow the rules than follow the principles by which the rules were founded in the first place.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it doesn't matter if it's moral to me because we already decided as a group that it was moral to waterboard or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is strange. In
anyways,
itself.
we probably should have gone into that, that test thing.
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
more
the
in-depth.
shock
If people don't know what it is.
Yeah,
it is,
so we were talking about the Milgram experiment.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You can explain it.
Basically, they were testing how far people would go when they were instructed to do harm to other people. And they had two patients. Well, actually, one of them was the control. The person receiving the shock and the person giving the shock. The only person who actually was being tested was the one giving the shock. But basically, they just tested how far these people would go in shocking the controlled, person who wasn't actually being shocked if they were being told to do so. And basically what they found is people would go as far as they were told to go, even when the person was telling them to stop shocking them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically just, a way of illustrating that people have a completely different set of behaviors when they're under the blanket of authority.
Yeah. And there was another instance. God, this was like I had this psychology class a year ago. And there was another instance with that one famous psychology guy. Whatever his name was, I don't know what his name was. He did the prison experiment.
Oh, it was, yeah, I should probably know that since I'm a psychology major.
Yeah, we watched, this TED Talk with him about, like, the interrogation or, like, mistreatment of soldiers and,
yeah,
or,
it
like,
was Zimbardo
prisoners.
who was the one who carried it out.
Yeah, Zimbardo. Well, I was talking about, the TED Talk I watched. I can't go down far. Yeah, so what I was talking about specifically was like the mistreatment of soldiers, or not soldiers, soldiers were mistreating prisoners in this.
In the Stanford experiment?
No, it was another
not the
thing.
Stanford
I told you, it was like Abu Ghraib or something. In Iran or something.
I'm not familiar.
Did you hear about that? Oh, dude.
No.
There was like, it actually kind of like scarred me a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not like
Yeah.
to a terrible extent, but it was like, oh, that's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So basically, it was just kind of the same thing as the prison experiment, where the soldiers were put in a position of power and they just kind of like did terrible things to these prisoners, like, and they took pictures of it too. It was pretty terrible. They made them all like do bad things.
Yeah,
I don't want to get into
familiar
it.
with this now that you.
Yeah,
bring it up,
I don't even want to like talk about it, but it's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Somewhat ironically, though, I think that's actually another example of where no one really had to take responsibility.
Yeah.
Like in the Stanford experiments, actually, like those people did undergo pretty significant trauma while they were in there.
Yeah.
And nobody was really held accountable for that.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying, the guy should be thrown in jail or whatever. But it's just when something like that is carried out from a higher position of authority, there doesn't really seem to be the same recourse towards it. So
What
yeah,
else
I
did
guess.
you want to say about that?
So we're kind of in agreement about the death penalty.
Yeah. But it is kind of like a gray situation, which is why it's always like a textbook kind of like,
Right.
this is a debate.
Chapter 1,
Go
philosophical.
yeah. Like it doesn't fix the problem, but at the same time, it's like you're kind of, maybe it's kind of like, what's it called? I can't even think of words. Human instinct to kind of like want an eye for an eye type of thing, but when you actually think about it, it's like more violence doesn't solve violence type of thing.
Well, it just, it can't.
Or at least that's what I believe.
Yeah.
I'm just like some hippie fool
Basically.
from wherever,
Yeah. But even from a practical standpoint, I don't see the...
Well,
it doesn't seem to be the best way to get rid of crime.
They don't think practically when they do that. It's just kind of
exactly.
like they bombed us, let's bomb them. Like it's all an emotional type of thing.
Right. And I think in most cases, the type of person who's going to commit a crime that we deem worthy of the death penalty isn't the type of rational actor that you can deter with the threat of the death penalty.
Yeah. Well, they have like various mental illnesses that kind of like contribute to why it doesn't even let me move. I have to. You should probably be doing this because I've already beaten this game.
I've gotten pretty far in it. I don't think I ever beat it though.
Oh god. Okay. Oh man.
So yeah, I did have on that topic too, justice in general, but that's probably a conversation in itself.
Justice in general. What do you mean?
Just as a concept, what we think it means, I guess, because it is thrown out there a lot without ever really being discussed.
That's a bit deeper of a thing.
Yeah, like people aren't in the street debating what justice means these days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a topic for another episode. You can like add that to your list or whatever.
Yeah.
I think we're getting close to time.
We are indeed, yes. We're at 20
I didn't actually set a timer. I'm just like I've
Yeah,
been
there's
glancing
no-
over at the audio.
Yeah.
I think I can pause this. So yeah, want to call that an episode?
Yeah, we can wrap that up for sure.
Yeah. So.
All right. So this was episode 1 of Games and Thoughts. We appreciate the viewership.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Let me know. Let us know, I guess, what you think. I guess we'll probably give out our email, right?
Yeah, we'll
I
give
haven't
it an
actually
email for
made
sure.
that yet, but
Yeah.
we're getting to
We're
it.
getting there.
This is just like the special situation
Yeah.
because I will be leaving next week.
Right, we
for
are.
weeks at a time.
Yeah.
We are pre-recording. Anyways, see
we're
you next
recording.
time.